there's a systematic ideological attack on the public sector from the government. I think it puts at risk the future of the country, really, and I think the government policy at the moment makes it far, far worse and is quite dangerous.
It's organised by the Trade Union Congress, which is the umbrella organisation for all the unions in the UK, to give a unified voice from across the public sector, the private sector, the voluntary sector, all areas of life, for ordinary working people to show the government that their austerity plan isn't working.
It's clear that austerity, the austerity measures that the government are pushing through the internationally isn't working.
We simply don't understand really what they've been doing. All these cuts, where are we going to go forward? We have nothing at all now, and it's frustrating. It's really, I don't know what to say, to be honest.
Like it's really happening, and I think a lot of the impact's happening almost invisibly. You know, you don't see it if we walk around central London, but if you go out to the estates of this country and you talk to people, then you'll really see the sort of impact that's happening. So yeah, and it's scary. It's really scary.
I manage a caseload of people who suffer with mental illness. I see them fairly regularly. My workload has gone up to a point where it would be easy to argue it's not as safe as it used to be for those people who suffer with poor mental health. My job is significantly harder.
I mean, in the UK, obviously working in the public service union, I see a lot of the lowest paid workers in the UK, cleaners, school teaching assistants, dustbin men, people who do the lowest paid jobs in society, and I'm seeing more and more people coming to me and saying they're desperate, you know, food's going up, fuel's going up, and their wages aren't going up.
I don't know really, to be honest, what is the heart of this government, and we are already very vulnerable, we are already very poor people, and yet we get nothing but no support at all from the government, and they may even make our life even more difficult.
People are in the estates of Britain, the ones that are forgotten, the ones that ended up rioting in the summer, they're the ones that are really feeling the impact of these cuts.
But even for someone like me who's got quite an averagely paid job, I'm starting to notice the effects. The cost of food. I did my last shop and I couldn't believe how expensive things were. So I think it's going to hit everyone eventually.
The more people feel the bite of the cuts, and the more they start to notice that the services are missing. And there's a lag. People won't notice that services are diminishing until they need them, and then all of a sudden they'll be overwhelmed, and people wondering why their service isn't there. So I think there's more yet to come. But I think today's a great day and a great rallying cry.
Marching is a routine that has been done, tried and tested for many centuries, and has had various limits at various kind of reasons of success. But you shouldn't really see them as directly trying to change everything right here and now. You know, in this march, people are going to be chatting and sharing ideas and stories and plans and things coming together to bring, and you know, who knows what sort of, how many community organisations and parties and political things that might rise out of this march, which is like, no, that's what the important thing is.
If they see people like us taking action, the people who are on the fence might think that we are right. We want investment in public services, investment in railways, in infrastructure, to create jobs and then in turn create wealth.
I think not very much will come of this individual action. I think, for me, I would hope that this is a decent rallying cry for the future when more and more people are aware of the damage that's being done. We have an unfortunate history in the last 10 years of governments not listening to public protest. However, I can't see that could continue. So the more of us that turn out each time for things like this, the more chance there is, I think, of people believing in the future that there is hope that if we do act massively and together, that we can achieve a halt to the harm that's being done.